Hello everybody and welcome to another third-party knockoff review. Today, thanks to the guys over at TF Direct, I'm taking a look at Energy Factory, the MPP10E from Wei Jiang. This is, of course, their oversized version of the MP10 Evangelion mode. This box is absolutely massive. Just to give you an idea, this is the MP10KO Evangelion. It's a big box. You get an opening flap door with a lovely styrene insert, and then removing the styrene cover, we have Prime, his trailer, we have his driver, the Matrix, the gun, and of course his axe. And here we have him out of his styrene prison. I'm trying to get it all in one shot. I'm gonna need more of these Gundam bases, unfortunately. He is a very big boy. It looks fantastic. It's not spot on. They haven't actually included the EVA logos, and the logos they have printed on the trailer, etc., aren't right. I would have preferred them just to have left it blank and maybe us to get some stickers like they did with some of the other options, but that's a personal preference. I am buying a KO of a toy. I can't expect it to be absolutely perfect, but this, as it stands, looks amazing. It is stunning. It's such a big, huge, hefty piece, and it really is such a vibrant, powerful colour. Now let's concentrate on Prime to begin with. There are some subtle differences in him and the official counterpart. It's hard to pick up on camera, but they're actually a slightly different shade of purple. The official is slightly darker. Of course, we do have the sections on the shoulders. This section here has the section for the badge, but there's no printing on the shoulders either side, where we would get the Nerve logo on his right shoulder. He's just left completely blank. Being the Wei Jiang MPP10, we do get the leg extensions. They are slightly different. We get the extra vents, etc. The font on the arms is slightly different as well. The official has more of a bold style font. The text itself is exactly the same. It's Project Eva, Evangelion 01, Test Type, Nerve, Tokyo 3. But like I said, the font is slightly different. It's just those subtle differences. Now the build quality on EVA Prime is exactly what we've come to expect from Wei Jiang. There's a reason they are top of my KO table. All the joints are tight and the paint apps are impeccable. I'm still not a huge fan of these side pod cheeks painted up in the green. I know it's to represent the EVAs, but I just don't really like how it looks. It makes Prime almost look quite hamster-like with those big puffy cheeks. The chest, the deco, everything is done to an exceptionally high standard. We've got nice paint applications around the neck. Opening up the chest, we can of course reveal the Matrix chamber. And we have very nice green sections on the inside there. I think they may be cast in that colour. Let's just lift out the Matrix section. And there's the Matrix in there. Again, with something this size, maybe I would have liked a light up function on the Matrix, because it's a big figure, but then it's all added cost and it's adding things to an existing mold. They don't want to do that. They just want to be able to reprint, repaint, reship, and get lots and lots of money. Prime has his nice big green pistol, again done in a slightly different colour to what we got with the official. If we bring up the actual EVA colouring, the green is different. It's kind of painted over another colour, I think. I would have liked it the same colour as the rest of the greens. I don't really know why they cast it in a slightly different colour, but I'm sure there was logic behind their madness. Taking a quick look at Prime's accessories, we get Roller, painted up in this very nice colour. It actually feels a little bit chalky. I'm not used to that sort of feel from a Wei Jiang product. The paint apps on Roller himself are a little bit sloppy on the back there. I think they've just painted over black roller, which is understandable for cost reasons, but it does feel a little bit chalky. We can bring out our driver, or Spike if you want to call him that. As you can see, nicely detailed there, nice good size. Arms can come up, head is in a static pose, the legs can come up and of course can bend. Again, nice smooth paint applications, no real splodging, a little bit of brew marking on the back of the legs, but he's going to be sat in roller, out of the way, working on Prime. Get a very large die-cast version of Megatron. It's all cast as one piece, nothing can be removed, and it doesn't have the section on the end of the handle, which I thought was a bit odd, because we do have the long silencer section and the scope, but it doesn't have the back section. Not really sure what they were thinking with that, but again, it's a very dense gun. It's probably heavier than the standard MP10. And of course we get his repair bay. I've stored his red Energon axe up there. It's painted up in this nice colour. The details really pop when you've got paint on there. It's nice. It literally does what it says on the tin. It's just his repair bay. It's been painted up, but it is incredibly large. I mean, these alone weigh an absolute ton. Here he is alongside the rest of his brethren. These are some really, really big toys. They need a whole display section on their own. And we have a crystal clear version of the MPP10 coming as well. It's done in the red and blue clear plastic, and I think I need that one as well. Right, now, if this is your first time encountering the MPP10 or even the MP10 mold itself, let's just quickly cover the articulation. The head can go left and right, we can go up and down, we can even push down on the chest so we can get to look slightly further down or slightly further up. We can't really tilt or get any quizzical poses though. The arms are on friction joints, they can come all the way up and down, they can come out to the side that much. The elbow can bend on a nice ratchet, and there is upper bicep rotation. Coming around to the hands, they can rotate left and right. The three fingers are pinned, the trigger finger is pinned and articulated again to allow us to pull the trigger. Now the fingers are extremely tight and they're not going anywhere. My original MP10, this finger would always fall off. These are tight and I could probably pick him up quite easily by holding that finger. Like all standard Masterpiece figures, there is a groove on the inside of the hand which allows us to peg his weapons in. The waist does rotate on a friction joint. The legs can come that far forward on a very nice tight ratchet, that far out to the side on a soft friction joint. We do get a rotation in there. They can come that far backwards. There is a rotation at the knee. We get a ratcheting joint on the knee, allowing for an almost 90-degree bend, and we can bring that forwards as well. Coming down to the feet, we can go forwards and backwards, and we can tilt side to side. Now, there's a lot of die cast here in the foot. So we pull off some pretty nice dynamic action poses. Now, Prime's gun can successfully still be stored in his back section and hidden out of sight, out of mind. Now, for the transformation or deformation, you want to start with the arms. We can open up this tabbed section here, make sure the fists are closed, and rotate them up and around, and close this section back off, and then bring down this section here, which is going to form the ladder to the cab. Extend the smokestacks, pulling them up, and then collapse the arm, like so. Come down to the legs. You want to open up this vent section and bring that around to the side of the leg, like so. Do that with both legs. Snap both of these legs together, and then applying pressure to these buttons on the back, you want to collapse both legs fully. Close the toes and heel sections off like so, and push these two sections together. Come around to this side section. You want to flip this section up and around so it meets on the base of his vehicle mode, and then just untab the gas tank sections from either side. Lift and open Prime's chest, and then pull his rib section downwards, which allows this section to fold outwards, and then collapse this section back, inserting this into the grille like so. Bring these abdominal sections down, and as we bring them down, this section here is going to rotate around, and you're going to open up the grille and the light sections on both of these purple sections. Lift up the chrome grille section and the green matrix cover. You can now pull this section down. This slot is going to go into this groove, and this section here is going to come over these wheels, and that's going to come down and tab into place. You can now come up to Prime's head, and we can slide this down, and that's now going to sit comfortably inside his body. We can then close off the front of the cab section, bring the arms to the back, and as we bring them to the back, bend this arm section around, and that's just going to slot in and slide nicely into the cab unit. We can then come round to the front section, square off the grille, bring these side panels up, and they're going to tab in and secure the grille and lights into place. Rotate Prime's waist around so that this section is now on the top, and then we can fully extend these sections and tab those into the waist like so, and just make sure everything is tabbed in nice and firmly. And there we have him all transformed up into his vehicle mode. Now mine unfortunately is not without its faults. My wing mirrors are a little bit loose, and my smokestack doesn't really want to stay in place fully extended. Other than that, it's a very good looking toy. Again, I'm not entirely happy with how they've done the deco on the trailer, but man, this thing is absolutely massive. Incredible. We've got Spike in there driving again. See, it's not nerve. Very stunning looking trailer, even if it's not exactly how it should be. Lovely paint applications, loving those hazard sections on there. It definitely looks the part. Here he is alongside the standard Eva Prime. Just to give you an idea of his scale, I mean, Prime could near enough fit in his trailer. And here he is alongside everybody's favourite masterpiece figure, Bumblebee. Doesn't actually look that bad. So, to summarise, it's a good build. It's not perfect. Like I said, I do have these wiggly wobbly wing mirrors, and that smokestack will not stay up. The colour is slightly different to what we get with the official, but it's literally just a shade or two different. Wasn't entirely happy with the gun. Again, the colour is a little bit off, and I'm going to have to try and find some stickers to cover up their logos because it's not right. Other than that, it looks stunning. If you're not bothered by the exact wording, then this is definitely a must. It's probably one of the best looking products Wei Jiang have put out. I prefer this to the other primes. Just something about that purple, it's just so striking. I love a bit of deep purple. With Wei Jiang, you always know what you're going to get. It's a very high quality plastic, easily better than the likes of Hasbro and Takara. They pump a lot of money into their products, and as a result, we as fans get a very good representation of our favourite childhood characters. Thanks again to the team over at TF Direct for making this video possible. If you would like to purchase this figure, I've included a link in the description below. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, from myself and the Wei Jiang Energy Factory MPP10E Eva Purple Commander, goodbye.